What's company dissolution? Right, company dissolution is another way of expressing what is known as company strike-off. And ultimately, this is an alternative in the way of closing a company down to what would more formally be referred to as liquidation. And it is a procedure that can either be initiated by the board of directors on a voluntary basis using what's known as a form DSO1, or alternatively, it can be initiated in some instances by Companies House themselves through what's known as compulsory strike-off procedure if somebody fails to file accounts, fails to file confirmation statements, or a company doesn't have any directors, for example, which is not permissible. The most common will be the failure to file accounts and confirmation statement that will start the ball rolling for compulsory striking off by Companies House. Now, it is actually possible to dissolve a company voluntarily, either the strike-off way or the compulsory strike-off way, but there is an issue, and that is if there are debts that have not been paid, then a creditor can object to the dissolution process being initiated by the director or indeed by Companies House, and they can therefore stop it, and the company can be left in limbo for a period of time whilst those objections are potentially renewed, and Companies House allows the process to keep rumbling on and not get sorted out. And so what can happen, this is not unusual in the case of HMRC or a bounce back loan. Bank creditor often will constantly renew their objections to somebody that intends to or tries to dissolve a company without first going into liquidation. And so that means that liquidation can be the way, really the only way forward to get rid of a company and stop it being left in sort of limbo. Because ultimately, neither HMRC nor a bounce back loan bank creditor can stop a liquidation process. And indeed, as far as HMRC is concerned, they will actually initiate more compulsory liquidation by way of court order than any other creditor. But they're just as happy usually to let the director put the company into voluntary liquidation and for the director to be responsible and initiate the process. Questions, queries, concerned, give us a shout. We know Insolvency, inside out.